Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming your way next. And now here's the starter for Minnesota, Joe Ryan. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Siggy.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
About to get started here, Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. Rip right field, that's back there, that one way back, and it's gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the White Sox jump out in front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at-bat to give your team the lead. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Malcolm Jenkins will hit next. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Out of here! They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Jenkins in the box as she fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. We're putting off speed pitch on this next one.
Here's a swing and a drive. Left field, and she knew it. They hit another, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Back-to-back home runs, and these hitters look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if she's tipping her pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Here's Mookie Betts. For as much as we talk about Mookie Betts' success at the plate, defensively, he's turned into a brilliant outfielder. He's won the Gold Glove 6 times in right field, and yet in 2025 he was a finalist at shortstop, which is absolutely incredible. That one fouled off. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Gone. 4 home runs in the first inning. And they a lot of power in this swing, and this is just the latest example
unbelievable at bats. And I'll tell you what, that hitting coach over there in the dugout, he's feeling pretty proud of himself right now.
Next to hit, Chase Mydra. Now the 0-1. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Two down. Now here is Nai Cho. Year in and year out, this player an MVP candidate. Ripped to right. And 4 runs on 4 hits, all of them solo homers. On to the bottom of the first. White Sox 4, and the Twins coming to bat. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. We go to the bottom of the first. On the hill for the White Sox, Sean Burke. What do we have on him?
Big-time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. That one ripped left field, back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Brooks Lee, the next Twin up to hit. And it's fouled away. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch and foul ground.
Third, left fielder, Trevor.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Trevor Larnach. And he grounds one to the right side. In plenty of time to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They trail it here 4-0. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Number 43.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Donnie Grace steps to the plate for the White Sox. This hitter with big-time power and an elite defender. Fouled off left side. The 0-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Clearly, she was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but she certainly didn't miss a stitch.
That one ripped left field. and that's going to bang against the wall. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff hitter off first base.
So up next for Chicago, May Kent. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Love how she just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of her mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Sam Antonacci, the next to hit. Rips that one to right. One away.
Now batting, third baseman, number 7.
Two aboard with one out. Here's some real power at the plate. Malcolm Jenkins. He's already homered in this game. In the air, right field. Two away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 21.
So now the DH spot, Victoria Jenkins. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in her first at bat. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And out of here. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boone. Aggressive, and it paid off. She's flexing her power with another home run, Boone. Not surprising when you've got that kind of pop, but always impressive going deep twice in the same game.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Number 43, done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Cody Lorison into the game.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a post game.
Mookie digs in here, and that one hammered way back there. And that one is gone. They go back-to-back. His second home run of the game, and they add on.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Stepping in, Chase Mitra. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, Boone, center fielders believe they can get to everything hit their way, but obviously that's just not possible. Such a tough play. The fact he got a glove to it is impressive.
And now Gregory Gordon. And a base hit right there. And the hits just keep on coming.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now Nai Cho. She's over 1. This one smoked on its way out of here. Their third home run of the inning. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 11-0.
First pitch swinging, and she got the fastball. She knew exactly what to do with it, too. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Cody Lorison done for the afternoon. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher on now, Justin Lawrence.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And here is Donnie Grace. That one drilled left field. That's back there. It has the distance. Gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they add to their lead.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for her in a big way. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Digging in, May Kent. Base hit, and that extends the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Sam Antonacci. He's already homered here in this one. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one finds its way through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Number 7.
That's a laser base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
Number 21.
And here's the slugger who starts at DH, Victoria Jenkins. She's making a great impression with her teammates as she... Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way out of here. Grand slam. And she's gone yard again. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. And they add to the lead. It's 16-0.
You know, more than 100 grand slams are hit every season in baseball, but they're still exciting every single time. Wow, what a huge at-bat with the bases loaded to be able to pump through with a swing like that. You know, she was wishing it to stay fair. She gets to touch them all, but a grand slam could be huge in this ballgame.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Justin Lawrence won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Travis Adams takes over on the mound. He's into the game, but the base is empty. Here's Betts. There's a swing and a drive. Fair ball.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little looks, they can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Now it's the second baseman, Chase Mitra. 1 for 2. Rip, but it curls foul. Betts, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the air, left field. And that's a fair ball. Larnach hurries to get it back in. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. Now a chance for Gregory Gordon. He's 1 for 2 so far in his debut.
First big league game, check. First hit, check. First.
That one is absolutely belted. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. But not before 12 men cross the plate here as they really break this game open. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. The White Sox out front 16-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Harry Kitty. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. This to third, and it goes just foul. Swings through that. Catcher has it, fires the first. Throw sails on her, and it takes off down the line. But she's going to make it up to second base as that's a two-base error. Vic Caratini at the plate. Runner breaks for third. And first offering is fouled off. Runner goes again. Dives and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. So they get the first out of the inning.
Just a great effort all the way around at third base right there. Nice job to get a glove on it with the dive, but it was the recovery that was so impressive. If he doesn't hop to his feet and get the throw off in such a fluid motion over there, I kind of doubt he gets the out.
Kyle Hayashi now at the plate. A foul ball. Foul ball there. Runner on at third, one gone. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on a run like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Alex Jackson swings through it for strike one. And that's a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that'll do it. The White Sox have the lead 16-0. On to the third inning. They put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Ball on down. So digging in, Donnie Grace. She's already homered in this game. And this is a player that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on her to deliver offense.
She's the first player at the ballpark. She's got to study opposing hitters. She's got to get familiar with her starting pitcher for that night. And she's getting in the cage to take her swings. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed.
No question about this one. It's out of here. Her second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 17-0.
Now she's just showing off out there, and who can blame her with a swing like that? Give her a bat, watch it go a long way.
One down. So up next for Chicago, May Kent. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure, had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you executed just a long strike. You go after her and finish her off.
Adams, 26 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2021. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Got all of that one. She sends a rocket to left, and they add on. It's 18-0.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. Well struck right field. And that one is off the wall.
Now batting, third baseman, number 7.
And now 2 aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Now it's the DH, Victoria Jenkins. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
She's homered 3 times so far, and now she gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives her anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
On a line. Out. Number 2. Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Travis Adams will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Eric Orrs comes on now.
Number 19.
Two outs, runners at first and second. And here is Mookie Betts. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Throw in holds the lead runner at third. So it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Up next for Chicago.
Chase Mitra steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one is absolutely belted. And that's out of here. Grand slam. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they tack on to their lead. It's 22-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple, so stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in for him. Really good job at the plate.
So 2 down. Now Gregory Gordon. Ripped on a line to center. And a base hit right there. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And now the center fielder, Nai Cho. She's already homered here in this one. Line drive, base hit right field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And up next for Chicago, Donnie Grace. She has turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. On the ground to the left. Throws the first in time. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. They get the long ball working here as they club 3 homers in the inning on their way to putting up a 6th spot. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. The White Sox out front here 22-0. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now for the Twins, Tristan Gray. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Well, these Twins, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
This one popped up. Gordon under it. And there's one down.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Right through there for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground, right side. Gordon takes it himself, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's Byron Buxton. And a big swing and a miss.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
That is the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to inning number 4. The White Sox on top here, 22-0. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Okay.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Cindy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
There's a line drive to left field. Up against the wall and brings it in. Back to the top of the order. Here's the left fielder, Sam Antonacci. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every... Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 23-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, it looks like we might be underestimating his power just a bit. His teammates might even be surprised at what they're seeing. An unforgettable game for him.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Eric Orrs departs. On the mound now, Yoendrys Gomez. Malcolm Jenkins steps to the plate for the White Sox. Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now the DH, Victoria Jenkins. And that one hammered. That's going back. Back some more. That'll make it out of here. And she's gone yard again. Her 4th home run of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 24-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. She guessed right, squared it up, and she made it look way too easy. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. These are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Betts in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Two down, nobody on. And foul ball. There's a line drive to left field. And that's the third out. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Twins, Brooks lead. Left field. And that's a foul ball.
Some real good lines going through the zone on that one.
In there, got him looking. One out in the bottom of the 4th.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished. Right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Larnach at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Out to short. Into the outfield, base hit. And that's a 1-out single. Next is the designated hitter, Harry Hitty. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss. 0-2 down.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a batter like this.
Got her looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And here's the first baseman, Victor Caratini. He's 0 for 1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Larnach leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Grounds 1 to short. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. The White Sox lead it 24-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Chase Mydroff. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one
drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down.
Now batting, first base,
Gregory Gordon steps to the plate for the White Sox.
really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
And that's a base hit. And out to aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now it's going to be Cho. That's a base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for her. She looks locked in. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Donnie Grace. She's got a couple homers already, so could she possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course she can. Those two she hit were legit.
That one is absolutely belted. And she leaves the yard. Grand slam. That's her third home run of the game. And they add on. It's 28-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off her bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. She's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching her pull it off as well.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Yoendris Gomez gives way. So they turn to their closer, Taylor Rogers. Now it's the right fielder, May Kent. One of the best contact hitters in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Whip, but it curls foul. This one trailed to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. Her second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 29-0.
For a player with top-tier power, this is just another day at the office. Always a threat to send one out. I just don't know how you're supposed to pitch to her.
So back to the top of the order. Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. Nice grab. Nicely done for the out.
Man, a lot going on that play. Diving stop to his right in that hole, and then gets up and takes it himself. Man, it's a one-man show.
So up now for Chicago, Malcolm Jenkins. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 21.
Here's the White Sox DH, Victoria Jenkins, trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. She's looking for her 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This player gets a chance to hit her 5th home run. Whether she does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Up next for Chicago.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Lace down the line. Could be extra bases. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away. Chase Maidro steps to the plate for the White Sox. Line drive. Can't get there in time, and that should bring in a pair. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone. So up next for Chicago, Gregory Gordon. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best in the air, right field. Hayashi settles under, and it's 2 away.
Now back. Center fielder, number 33.
So up next, Nai Cho. She launched this solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for this team early on. Definitely helped them get off on the right foot.
No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. Their third home run of the inning, and they add to their lead.
She wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and she punished it. Well, we don't typically expect players to hit multiple home runs in the same game, but we're not talking about just anyone here. Absolutely locked in and continues to cash in with these swings.
So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Donnie Grace. This hitter is one of the best athletes in the sport. Hammered on the line to the left, base hit. So she gets on base and keeps it going.
Now back. Right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, May Kent.
Coming off an absolute bomb in her last at bat.
And there's a foul ball. In the air, left field, down the line. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. Fair ball. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And up next for Chicago, Sam Antonacci. Hit hard, base hit. Down to third, and she gets back safely.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And that one ripped in. And that is that. But they break this game wide open with a 10-run inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Twins, Kyle Hayashi. In the air, left field. And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. So man aboard. And here's Alex Jackson. Now some trouble handling the breaking ball. Probably ruled a pass ball as the runner moves up to third.
That's a base running right there.
Here's your 1. On the ground. And it goes just foul. Spear to the mound. Runner might be in trouble. Round base as it goes to third. They score a run thanks to the infield sending. Man at first. Now here is Tristan Gray. 0 for 1 so far.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Tap back to the mound. Safe at first as they can't make the throw. First and second, and nobody out. Luke Keishel, the next twin up to him. He's 0 for 1.
Well, these Twins definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit.
No, now this one gets away at the plate. Throw into third. Safe at third. Moves up on the pass ball. 1-2 now. Left field, Antonacci on the run towards the line. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Good pitch. You just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
2 on with 1 out. So up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Fly ball down the line. Kent on the move. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. In comes the run from third.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff. Looked like she tried to throw through and get that runner home, but it ended up backfiring, and it cost him a run. I remember my rookie year, I overthrew a cutoff man one time, got pulled aside by a veteran pitcher in the dugout, and I think that was the last time I ever missed the cutoff.
Lee in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. They're down to their final strike. That one to first, but it kicks foul. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage day or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
Well, this one ends in a blowout for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Schaumburg. Thanks for joining us.